Hello, my friends. Welcome back to the channel. I have a very, very important topic. I believe it may be one of the most important topics I've ever spoken about in this channel. And I'm just going to ask you guys something. Do you see what's going on? Do you see what's happening? Gold has broken through 2,500 bucks an ounce. And, why do you think that is? Are your eyes open? Do you see what's going on? It's not just supply and demand right now, guys. There's some more things going on that I believe are pushing the price of gold higher. Silver, I'm not sure what's going on with it. It's still dragging its feet. But gold has remained strong. And the recent surge yesterday, above $2,500 an ounce, I believe I know why. I think it's a combination of things. But I'm going to go over a list of things I think is what's happening. Usually gold specifically is seen as a safe haven. Throughout history, human history, gold has always been looked at as a store of wealth or a value. And, I know there is some demand issues with it. There's demand for it, right? China, Russia, many foreign countries, central banks are buying it up. Because they're probably seeing the same things that most you and I are seeing right now. And they see an erosion of society, an erosion of the dollar value. And the US dollar has pretty much been the top, and is still the top right now. But I think they see things coming down the road with it, and they're preparing for it. But, they like to say this inflation we have going on is caused by... the new thing is it's being caused by price gouging by companies. And I had a customer earlier today that told me, he broke it down really simply. Supply and demand when it comes to dollars, meaning they're printing too much money. It's as simple as that. I'm not buying the price gouging thing. We have a bunch of other events that are affecting the price of gold specifically. There's political chaos. There's this monkeypox virus that they're saying is probably, spreading quite rapidly. And I believe the World Health Organization came out yesterday and declared it a world health problem or a pandemic or something like that. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. But, seems interesting timing with that. And, of course, we got wars going on in the Middle East and in Europe. And the big thing I noticed, which sparked my interest, was that Ukraine is actually on Russian soil, taking over towns near the border there. And I don't think old Vlad over there is too happy about that. And I see that the Russians came out and said that, well, we're blaming NATO for this. Because, they are using NATO weapons. So, but I believe it's a very, very, very dangerous situation over there. And I really hope that a peace agreement or some kind of settlement to this issue can come up so that people will stop dying from this. And, and we don't get into World War III on top of it. Because, something like this could lead to World War III. I hate to say it. But, that's just the way it is. So all of these things I'm talking about, they are definitely affecting the price of gold. You got all this chaos and all these different events and the unknown. What else is coming? We're running up to this election, so who else knows what's coming next? And we'll just have to wait and see how it plays out. But now's a good time, I believe, to be prepared. And, not just with gold and silver, but with other things, obviously. But... the main thing I want to talk about, which to me is very scary, and it has me a little bit fired up, is that our current vice president, who wants us to elect her to become president, is pushing her economic plan, which includes government price controls. And I believe Richard Nixon tried this once with a disastrous effect. I think it was in 1970 or 1971. And everywhere they've tried these price control things, it has led to disaster. This is what the kind of stuff that Venezuela has done, and basically it's socialism. And I'm definitely not a socialist or want to become one. I believe in a capitalist system, and I believe that a free market will dictate prices, and prices will come down if you allow open competition. Of course, there are some companies that are probably taking advantage of the situation the last few years with this inflation. But I think as a whole, generally speaking, this inflation is obviously caused by the printing of money. They're just printing too much. All you have to do is look at the debt. We went over $35 trillion in debt recently, and it's rising at a rapid pace. You know, I don't see any way out of this. You know, they would have to change their ways and cut budgets and cut everything down to a bare minimum to even think about recovering from this. But, you know, people will say to me, well, what's the big deal? All they have to do is keep printing. Well, yeah, that's what they do. They just keep printing money and printing money. The problem is we feel it. We feel it. The citizens feel it in the form of inflation. So I believe if they come along and they decide they're going to do these, you know, price caps on rent, food, and stuff like that, we're going to see shortages. It's pretty much how it's always worked. And I'm not even sure why that would be the platform they'd want to push. I mean, I'm surprised. I don't know if any other candidate, I've never seen a candidate before push, you know, caps or price controls on things. But I think it could lead to disaster in this country, in my opinion. You know, you may agree with me, you may not agree with me, but to me it seems like common sense. And, you know, I'm no economist, I'm no expert on it, but, you know, everywhere I've seen that they've tried this kind of stuff, it has failed. And it has led to pain and suffering for the people. And I don't want that to happen in the United States of America, I can tell you right now. But, you know, we'll have to see what happens. But it's a really, really, really good reason to add to more silver and gold stacks. You know, these are my opinions, guys. You could take them, you can leave them. I'm no expert. But, you know, to me, it's common sense. And I really hope that your mind and your eyes are open and you see what's going on, because I'm starting to see it clearer and clearer. And it's pretty much the reason I started this channel to begin with, is to talk to you guys about this stuff. It wasn't never meant to be for me to come on here and make a living from doing these videos, because I make little to nothing from it right now, at least. But, you know, it is what it is. With that being said, if you want to help me out, the best thing you can do for me is like and subscribe. You know, it's helping build up the channel, and maybe I will make money from this one day. I don't know. But, you know, let me know what you guys think. Am I leaving anything out? Do you think I'm on the wrong path about why gold is rising? I know it's numerous factors, but I think the recent surge was just because of the economic policies that the current candidate is pushing. And I think it's a disaster, and I think it's spooking the markets. I think when there's a lot of fear and uncertainty out there, it's going to make gold rise, specifically gold. I hope silver follows along, because I am a long-term believer in silver as well. But, you know, right now gold is at the top. So if you would, please like and subscribe, guys. And into the next video, I'll see you then. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.